Hello everybody, my name is Uber and I welcome back in Fallout 4. And we are continuing our quest line with the Minutemen of taking down the Institute. Let's talk with Sturgis right now.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
Yeah, that's true. Talk with me.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
Okie dokie.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Okie dokie. So that's it. What can we do next with the Minutemen? We've got haunted water pump, that is great. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. They're not showing us any more quests from the Minutemen. Okay, is it downstairs?
Just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Okay.
I just want to trade a few things.
My old man taught me that duct tape could fix anything. I don't think he was talking about bullet holes.
Okie dokie. So that's it right now for the Minutemen. I fear that we will have to wait for a little bit. But that's alright, I have a plan of what we will be doing next. Because I have a dream. That I would like to show you what those different characters want to say to our main hero after destroying the Institute, because that is very important, and right now we only heard two people, Nick and Piper, about what they were trying to tell us after destroying the Institute. Interesting, thank you. And there are so many more characters that I care about in this in this game, and I would like to get their opinion about what is happening. So that's why I will try to grab one more ally, and it is important to get him in better condition, you know, so we have to follow a little bit with the Brotherhood of Steel questline. So
our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have two missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
okie dokie.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Okie dokie.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, Make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Sorry, that information is classified. I'm sure you understand. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Okie dokie.
Keep it maintained. Trust is stable.
So let's go and talk with Dr. Lee. We already talked with her, if you remember, when we were exploring the Institute. So that will be pretty easy. But I have to check one thing. If we have something in the inventory that is very important. Very, very important. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, we've got red dress. Okay, we can go inside the Institute right now. So let's do it. Let's go first to the Institute. Let's head inside. Okie dokie, and yeah, we have to advance with those Brotherhood of Steel quests, so sorry that we are just replaying those quests over and over, but I think that you will like the result, being honest with you. But right now I will not tell you what is the plan. I think that you might guess what will be happening, and I don't want to spoil you that. Bioscience, we don't want that. Advanced systems, exactly here. Let's go. And from what I remember, we already have the proof that Institute is lying to Dr. Lee. If I remember correctly, we picked that up in the last episode, I think. Let's see.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Interesting.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
Okie dokie.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Oh boy.
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here. a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
Well, we already have that. But let's go first with the option. No, let's just give her the holotape.
I already have something that might convince you.
How did you... Never mind. Just let me see what you've got.
I'm afraid it's bad news.
Since when do you know what I consider bad news? Just let me hear it.
Okie dokie. Let's go.
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Corsairs can find me.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
No matter how badly it hurts, you needed to hear the truth.
And for that, I thank you. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Okie dokie, thank you. That was quite easy. Because we knew what we are doing. Because we had been through that quest, so it wasn't really that interesting or that hard to beat. Okie dokie, now I would like to check to make sure that we've got very important thing, although I don't remember that, exactly that. We've got to give it to Dr. Virgil, so let's go back to the glowing sea. And let's hope that we can just give it to him and he will be better. He will go back to the human form. I hope it will be.
You must take care to reduce the radiation dose you absorb.
No way. Okay, no. Oh shit, Alpha Death glowing you. Shit. Let's get out. Oh boy. Why is it spawning in here? I don't understand that. But screw it. Okay, we are inside the cave. Let's go. Let's have Virgil. Hello, hello, where are you? Where the hell is he? Oh, right here. What are you cooking here? Hello.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
Yes.
Set it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
How are you going to test test it.
On myself, of course. That was the plan. This serum will only counteract the specific strain of FEV that I infected myself with. There's no telling what it might do to anyone else.
Okay, let's go with it. Come on. Can we see it happening? I hope so.
All right. Here we go.
Do it.
Protect and serve.
And now, we wait.
How long?
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
And there was nothing stopping us from not giving it to him. You know, we went inside the institute 3 times already with 3 different endings, right? And there wasn't even a mission for giving him that serum. So screw that. Can we teleport out of here? I hope that we can do it. Yes. Oh boy, I thought that we will get attacked by that Deathclaw. And we would not be able to fast travel, because you cannot fast travel when there are enemies nearby, and that is shitty. But screw it. Let's go to Sturgis. Let's see if he found out something interesting about the Brotherhood, about the Institute, sorry. Let's get that holotape and let's give it back to the Brotherhood. Okay, how are you doing?
Hey,
Hey.
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
oh yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
Oh.
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel. They want to look at the data I got from the Institute.
The Brotherhood, huh?
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel. They want to look at the data I got from the Institute.
The Brotherhood, huh? I sure hope you know what you're doing.
Don't you run away from me.
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel. They want to look at the data I got from the Institute.
The Brotherhood, huh? I sure hope you know what you're doing. Here you go. I've already made myself a copy.
Okay, I hope that it will not destroy our relationship with the Minutemen. I hope so. Okay, so now we go back to Prydwen. No, to the airport, okay. Oh yeah, because Proctor Ingram is there. Okay, that's right. So probably also Dr. Lee should be already... No, she will be at Prydwen, damn it. Okay, screw it. I'm sure that we can do it, no problem. Because we'll have to convince her that she should work on that project, and screw it. I hope that we can do all the quests that we should do with the Brotherhood in this episode.
Ah, the airport. Can we fly to Los Angeles? I hear it is most lovely there.
Yeah, for sure, Los Angeles is right now a very great location to visit. Let's go, Ingram. Hello?
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
You didn't expect me to survive the trip?
A device like the Signal Interceptor is way out of my league. I was hoping you'd make it, but I find it tough to have faith in technology I don't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxon gave you all of the details? Good luck, Knight.
Well, I already did that.
I'm busy right now, Knight, and you have a mission to complete for Elder Maxon. I suggest you get back to work.
Well, so I'm getting out of here. But I recruited her. Okay, maybe I have to talk with Maxon. Yeah, probably I have to talk with Maxon first. But she will refuse to work on that project. Screw it. Let's just go with it. Okay, so we got that holotape and it's going to Quinlan, and that should start that quest that I'm hoping for, I think.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Okie dokie, let's go back. It is just running back and forth in here. That is just great. It is just great, exactly what I was expecting. God damn it. I know that it might be a little bit boring for you, just that is because I'm running and trying to do it as fast as I can, so that you will not have to wait. Okay, those knights always have something interesting to say. Okay, let's go. Boom, baby. Oh yeah. Let's go, and she should be exactly at the same location where we left her. Then we'll have to go back to Pridwin, but screw it. Okie dokie, hello.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Well...
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. We can't risk tipping off the Institute. For now, the fewer people that know about it, the better. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
Okie dokie, show it to us. Great reveal, we already seen that, but screw it. That is big robot in pieces.
This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
My help? I don't know a thing about robot repair.
Why don't we leave the repairing to my scribes? You're going to be doing the legwork. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
Why is the power blowing out his CPU?
Liberty Prime has a highly complex power system. A good deal of that system was damaged when he exploded. So I'm working in the dark, trying to come up with parts on my own. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Okie dokie, so...
May I borrow you for a moment?
Oh! Oh, I can talk.
Is everything alright?
On the whole, no. It is not.
Oh.
I have spent much effort gathering information in our travels so far, and my self-diagnostics have come to a green conclusion. It is not lack of data or lack of collaboration which stifles my scientific progress. The inescapable truth is there has never been a great robot scientist.
Oh.
Robots can do amazing things. Surely they've contributed to science.
When directed by a human, they have. But on our own, we tread predictable paths. The greatest scientific minds of history, the Einsteins and the Curies, my namesake, have had something beyond raw data analysis capabilities. They have had a spark. This elusive inspiration is something I must possess.
Okie dokie.
So, how are you gonna do that?
If I am to advance my understanding of medicine in this strange world, I must embark on a great adventure. I must become human, or as close as I can. I must find a way to download all that I am into a human brain.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I know someone who might be able to help. Dr. Amari.
Please, then we must go to her and talk. Perhaps this is an impossibility, but it must be pursued.
Oh, yeah, baby. I've been trying to get that quest working, because you have to advance with her, with relationship with her to a certain level before it shows up, before we have that chance to talk. But we are not doing that today. Today we are working with Brotherhood of Steel, as I told you. So, yeah. If we will have enough time in this episode, which I don't believe is true, we'll do it. But if not, we'll go and do it in the next episode. Because today I would like to finish off our business with Brotherhood of Steel so that we can advance further into I don't really know what. Yeah, because I don't really know what is going on with that Minotaur questline. You know, Brotherhood of Steel questline is full of adventures, full of quests, stockpiling Liberty Prime, giving him power source and so on and so on.
Attention!
Railroad questline wasn't really that
Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination.
What?
That is all.
No matter how many battles we win,
You wanted to talk? Someone wanted to talk, right? It was Danse? I don't know. Okay, let's get out of the power armor. Let's get that red dress just to boost our charisma a little bit. Okie dokie, and let's talk. Let's make a quick save just before that. Let's go.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
Why?
What changed your mind?
Nothing changed my mind. I promised you I'd return to the Brotherhood, and I've kept my end of the bargain.
Do I need to remind you why you made that promise in the first place?
No, that won't be necessary. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Okie dokie, that was...
hesitating to pull the trigger on any of
And Curie liked that, thank you very much. Now, working with Curie isn't really that easy. Because she...
You will surely be quite strong.
Don't worry.
You'll get used to sleeping comfortably underneath.
When I get off duty, then Salisbury's...
Walking with Curie isn't that easy to get her liking and so on, to get relationship with her going. But she for sure likes when we are doing something with Brotherhood of Steel. I wasn't expecting that, but she likes that. So that is a very interesting thing to note. Also, she likes helping out the settlements. And something else, if I will remember, I will try to put everything that she likes on the screen. I don't know if it will even fit. But yeah, exactly when you work with the settlements, or if you work with Brotherhood of Steel, and then you are going in the right direction of going to that quest with her, of transferring her brain into synth body. Oh, already spoiled what will happen, but you can kinda guess that. Okay, let's go, Ingram. Let's talk. You already changed your dress. Nice. That was fast.
Proctor.
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Did we make a mistake asking her to help?
Nah, don't worry about it. We might not be best buddies, but we'll get the job done. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Okie dokie.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Okie dokie, and from what I remember, that was really quick thing to do. Yeah, for sure. Okie dokie, let's grab that workstation. Thank you very much. Oh, we need to find that electromagnet. What? Let's see. We don't have electromagnet with us? No way. No way. Okie dokie, we can go to Paladin Center. We for sure have one somewhere. Let's go to Sanctuary, because we had a lot of junk in here. So that probably means that there is high power magnets somewhere, because we found few of them throughout our adventures. But oh shit, there is a possibility that I destroyed them because they contain copper and I'm always running out of copper. So I don't remember how we did it with our Brotherhood of Steel run. With Brotherhood of Steel quest lines, you know? Damn it. Let's see. Oh, we've got 6 of them. Okie dokie, let me travel back to the airport, I will build them and I will go back to you when it is done. And boom baby, it is done. Okie dokie, right now we've got to go back to Proctor Ingram. So let's do it. She's right here. Hello, Lee.
Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Oh, baby.
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
Okie dokie.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Okie dokie. I don't want to waste any of your precious time, so I will just do it. I will speed it up for you. And yeah, before that I will change Curie for Knight for Paladin Danse, because I guess that is better when we have him on hand. Oh, nice. Because then he is just staying at that location for unknown reasons at that moment, but for the reasons that became clear a few moments later.
Please report to the bridge. That is all.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Well, you deserve it. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. Fiercely loyal, secure in his beliefs, and brave to a fault. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like he was pushing me harder than the rest of the team. I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls. But he never explained to me why I was treated that way.
Did you ever ask him why?
I'd considered it, but unfortunately, I never had the chance. After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters before, but his death, well, it really got to me. It's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so tough on me is the same reason I'm so tough on you. It's because I believe in you. And I don't want to see any of your potential go to waste.
What happened at Adams Air Force Base?
Back in the capital wasteland, the Brotherhood was at war with a traitorous group of rebels who called themselves the Enclave. They maintained a mobile command post at the remains of Adams Air Force Base, just outside of Washington, D.C. The Brotherhood spearheaded an assault on the command post, which was ultimately successful, but costly. Quite a few soldiers died in that battle, and Paladin Krieg was among them. He made his mark on history, and whether you choose to believe it or not, you have the potential to do the same.
I'm flattered that you have so much faith in me.
You've earned that faith by your own hand. Well, I've said what I had to say, and I hope that it meant something to you. I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal nature, and, well, I'd like to keep it that way.
Paladin Danse.
Okie dokie, so that's it. We located the stockpile.
Liberty Prime's weapon of choice.
Yes. So let's do it. Okie dokie. Right now we've got to speak with Danse. Let's just quickly look around because I don't remember if there was something that we can pick up or not really. Let's just quickly look around. From what I remember, there was one Fat Man bomb, mini nuke. I'm not so sure about it. Here it is. Okay, let's take it. Let's speak with Danse. Hey, hey.
Excuse me, Paladin Danse?
Now that this site's been secured, you should return to the airport immediately. I'll remain on watch until the vertebrates arrive.
What?
Is that really necessary?
Absolutely. Elder Maxon's orders were quite clear. I'm not to take my eyes off these bombs until every one of them has been counted, tested, and loaded. If we want Liberty Prime to reach peak fighting efficiency, we can't afford to lose this stockpile. Dismissed. Knight.
Okie dokie, so that's it. He's staying in here, and that will trigger very specific quest. Oh boy, very specific quest. But okay, right now we have to get out of here and go back to the Commonwealth, to the Glowing Sea, and then we have to go to Prydwen. So why don't I meet you there? Because the journey there will not be interesting, I was trying to say. Oh boy. Hello, the glowing one. Well, great. Oh shit. Shit. He is so fast, goddammit. Nice. Great. It's just great. Okie dokie, I cannot even like attack him anymore. That's cripple him. Okay, now we can just exterminate him. Let's go for the head. It should be nice and easy. Nice. Oh, come on. Okay, he's almost gone. Yeah, before I took this elevator down because I wanted to see if he would be here. And yeah, he wasn't there. So I was pretty disappointed, and then he came out in here. Okie dokie. So, as I said, I will see you back at Prydwen when I will be ready to speak with Elder Maxon. Okie dokie, the game is informing us that we did something pretty bad at County Crossing. I was supposed to talk with some settlers, and it didn't work out. Screw it. Let's talk with Ingram.
Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Okie dokie, let's activate him. Let's do it, baby.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test. initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime, Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems, nominal. Weapons, hot. Warning, nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning, power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Pridwin's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
You think I'll need it for my next assignment?
I don't know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Okie dokie, so let's fast travel to Pridwin, because we have to go with that quest with Danse. Oh boy, that is interesting, and that will be the last thing that we'll be doing today. I don't want to do anything else today, because probably that episode is a little bit longer than the usual, but I need to get that quest, Blind Betrayal, going and completed, really. So let's do it. Hello Maxon, let's make a quick save just in case.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Nothing to hide.
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Danse's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
He never told me.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
I suspect you're saying exactly what I want to hear, Knight. Do you wish to try again?
Oh boy.
Had he told me, it would have been my duty to report it immediately.
Apparently I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
Well, shit.
Isn't there some other way?
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Okie dokie, so right now we are going to Proctor Quinlan. He's right here. Then we will speak with Halen, then we will get the information where Danse is, and then we go straight for Danse. So let's get them do it. Of course, after that beautiful loading screen. I just love loading screens in this game. Okay,
if you have
let's
not
run.
yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge.
I was
Hello,
told
hello.
you were coming. Sorry about this business
Repeat,
with Danse.
if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Danse under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
Well, shit.
I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Danse, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Danse.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
That is a very shitty quest. Very, very shitty quest. But okay, let's go with that. That is very irritating that she walks like that. It is very slow walking. Can you run maybe? That would be appreciated, but alright, let us go with that speed of walking. Of course, she'll probably have a little bit of resting piece. She will stand somewhere probably, wait for us to follow, I don't really know. Oh, what is that? Suprato antifreeze, okay.
Halen?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
Nope.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Danse ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Danse.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
Okie dokie.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Okie dokie, just not to bore you with all the journey between Prydwen and this location, I decided to speed it up a little bit, and we're already at Listening Post Bravo. And it is right here, next to Greentop Nursery, or the Slag, or Record Banks, whatever is that location. But it's really close from the Greentop Nursery. So yeah, we've got turrets in here. And there is another one. Let's go with that one. Okay, let's go with this one then. Okie dokie. That is not all the security that we have to deal with. There will be also one more protector inside. One more, two more protectors. We will see. Okay, there will be one more protectron down there. But first of all, let's clear up this location. Let's see. Nice. Let's use that terminal. Okie dokie, we've got power running to the elevator. Nothing else to pick up in here. And there is something, but from what I remember, it wasn't really worth it. Or maybe there is mini nuke. So let's do it. Oh, it's faster than the last time, that's for sure. Mini nuke and scissors. Okay, could have been better, could have been worse. Screw it. Let's write down. And let's find Paladin Danse. Oh boy, that is very interesting that we are doing it. I was so shocked when I first saw this mission. I was like, what the hell is that? I couldn't believe that we are doing this mission. And we have to kill Danse. I mean, there wasn't some kind of relationship between us and Danse, but still, it just seems like something wrong to do, you know? Let's go like that, baby. There's one more there. Shit, he can hide. Oh boy. Let's go. Oh, he can shoot those exploding barrels. Interesting. Okay, let's go back to red. As you can see, Danse is heavily armored in here. He for sure knows how to set up defenses on this location. Okay, let's get what we can get. And that is nothing in here. Let's check this protectron. Of course we are carrying too much, but screw it. Cigar, monitoring terminal. Okay, screw it. And Danse is right there. So let's go to him. We have to go through those tunnels. From what I remember, there's nothing interesting in here. I don't think so. So let's go and let's speak with him. Let's make a quick save before that, though. Let's go. Hello.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Danse.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
Nope. But there has to be a way out.
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
Oh boy, that is very, very shitty what he's telling. His brain is so reprogrammed by Brotherhood of Steel that even when he knows that he's sick, he still thinks that he should be eliminated. That is unbelievable.
Say what you have to say.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No, I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
Well then, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't wish to debate this any longer. You've sworn an oath to destroy the Institute, and every synth that you find. No exceptions. Consider this your greatest test, Knight. Do you have what it takes to get the job done?
No, we are going back. Screw it. I didn't even thought that it would be such a small chance of success, you know? I thought that we'll have another attempt or something like that, but it was just like that. Oh boy.
No.
I can't believe you'd risk. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Halen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
I cannot believe that. Exactly, first attempt after I stopped recording, I've got it right. Oh boy.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Well, it will be not that easy, but okay, let's get out of here, Danse. But first let's loot this location clear, because there are many good things hiding in here. Let's get that alarm clock. And I believe that's okay, a little bit of junk, but that's it. Okay, let's get out. And it will be not as easy as just getting out and running for freedom or whatever. Because we will have to face one final obstacle on our way. You will see what I mean in just a second. Thank you very much, announcer. And I think that we'll need to change address for that attempt, for that one last obstacle in our way. Of course, there will be game freezing when that elevator reaches the top. I'm sure about it. And here it is. The game just froze, that is great. But it's also something that I already got used to. Okay, let's get out of that power armor. And let's go with that red dress. Let's make a quick save before. And let's go, baby.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Danse isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Danse. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
You're comparing Danse to a nuclear bomb?
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same. Place it where you want the damage done, and when you least expect it, it delivers a lethal blow without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Danse, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
Well, shit. Let's go, baby. We've got to save you.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
If Danse dies, then you lose me as well. I can't stay in good conscience if his life means that little to you.
Your meager attempts at gaining my sympathy are becoming...
Well, screw you. Let's go back. And let's hope that it will be faster than the last time, because we are wearing that red dress that gives us +2 of her charisma, you know. I should have took some kind of fedora or something like that that will boost our charisma even more. But screw it. I think that red dress is enough. We can do it, but the question is with how many attempts. So let's try to do it as fast as we can.
After all the sacrifices I've made.
Very well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. If Danse dies, then you lose me as well. I can't stay in good conscience if his life means that little to you.
Unbelievable. You'd be willing to sacrifice your career for the sake of a machine? So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Danse to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Danse, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on...
Holy shit. That is Deathclaw in the background.
From the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh shit.
Should you choose to ignore me, no, you'll be fired upon immediately. Do
Holy
we
shit.
understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance.
Shit.
The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Pridwin Night. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Holy shit. That was Deathclaw in here, right? That is fucking Deathclaw in here. Holy shit. Oh shit. Well, I wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. Oh boy. Will it kill Maxon? I don't think it can. Holy shit. They just destroyed him. What the hell? I wasn't even thinking that it would be possible to spawn Deathclaw right next to our conversation. God damn. Okay, let's talk Danse. Hello? Hello? Danse?
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
Friends take care of each other, no matter what.
That they do. Which is why I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post. But it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Pridwin. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
Thank you.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Interesting.
Goodbye, Danse.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Oh yeah, it will be for sure. But that is also the end of this episode. Quite a longer one, if I'm correct. But oh boy, there's quite a lot of stuff that we have done. But we finished all the quests from the Brotherhood that I wanted to do in this attempt to go to the end of the game. So yeah, in the next one, as I promised, we'll be going back to Curie, and we will be giving her a brand new body for her transformation to human, so that she will be better at doing some science, something like that. So, see you in the next one. Bye bye.